Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist. He was a pioneer, a visionary who took centuries of tradition and shook it up with bold ideas, scientific thinking, and explosive technique. But one of the most underrated parts of Bruce Lee's evolution was how he studied Western boxing not just as a sport, but as a treasure chest of combat knowledge. And he didn't just copy it, he transformed it. He blended it with the philosophies of Kung Fu, the mechanics of Wing Chun, and the flow of Jeet Kune Do. This fusion became the foundation of a new kind of fighting, one that was brutally efficient and almost impossible to predict. In this video, we're going deep into how Bruce Lee took the sweet science of boxing and fused it with his martial arts genius to create something the world had never seen before. Bruce Lee's early curiosity: why he studied boxing. Before Bruce Lee ever set foot in America, his journey into boxing had already begun. While training in Wing Chun under the legendary Ip Man in Hong Kong, Bruce also participated in school boxing competitions. He once famously beat the British boxing champion Gary Elms in 1958 during an inter-school boxing match. Bruce didn't train in boxing full-time, but he observed, learned, and absorbed everything he could. He noticed how Western boxers moved, the footwork, the head movement, the rhythm, all so different from traditional martial arts. Unlike many traditional Asian systems that focused on fixed stances and choreographed movements, boxing was dynamic. It was alive. It adapted. And Bruce Lee, even as a teenager, understood that adaptability was the true key to winning a real fight. The mechanics of Western boxing that Lee loved. One of the most attractive things about boxing to Bruce Lee was how economical and direct it was. In boxing, there's no wasted motion. Every punch has a purpose. Every slip or parry sets up a counter. Bruce began to break down the elements of boxing not just as a fan, but as a scientist. He dissected how a jab could act as a defensive tool, an offensive weapon, and a way to measure distance. He admired the hook's power, the uppercut's surprise, and especially the fluid way boxers transitioned between offense and defense. But it wasn't just the punches. Bruce studied how boxers used angles, how they slipped punches, and how they created openings through movement rather than brute force. This was the type of efficiency Bruce believed martial arts should have, but didn't always deliver. So he took it upon himself to bring those boxing principles into his evolving martial arts system. Footwork, the hidden weapon Bruce took from boxing. If there's one area where boxing influenced Bruce Lee the most, it might be footwork. In many traditional martial arts systems, fighters use wide stances meant for balance and power. But Bruce quickly saw that these were too rigid for real combat. In boxing, fighters stay on the balls of their feet, ready to explode in any direction. That kind of footwork all